Let me bang.
I do let you bang. Hey,
let me bang you, James, man.
I let you bang. I let you bang.
Greetings, marriage and virgins.
Go for Jesus. No forget Jesus, people.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for your favorite mixed martial arts podcast. Recording out of Los Angeles, California, it's MMA Roasted with Adam Hunter.
What's up, people? Welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted Podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. I'm here with Bill Dawes, the black belt. Black belt Bill Dawes. I've never seen anyone. You're a legit black belt. You are like legit. But I've never seen you train.
Well, just because I've been doing it a long time.
I don't understand.
You've never seen me train.
You take years off. Like, you might be the most talented jiu-jitsu guy, because I'll be like, how's jiu-jitsu? I haven't done it in 6 years. And then you get another belt. How do I get on that program? Like what? Good for you, man. Are you just like one of those guys that doesn't announce? That's kind of cool that you like don't announce it.
Well, I definitely wasn't one of those guys like, here's my first stripe on my white belt. Here's my second stripe on my blue belt.
No, but you see these guys, every time they go to the gym, they like post about it. Like, do you just like, because that's, I feel like if I went to jiu-jitsu right now and like part of me wants to, but then I did it years ago. I tore my ACL. I mean, there were times I would sit up and not be able to like get up in the morning. Like my back would hurt so bad. Like, I'm like, what? My shoulder was popped out. I'm like, what am I doing? But I would want to be good at something without actually like,
of course,
like I'd have to do it underground for a couple of years, not tell anyone about it, and then just be good at it. Is that a kind of how like you did it?
Well, also, well, keep in mind, like I came up in the famous blue basement, right? The John Danaher blue basement, which is where Gary Tonin, Gordon Ryan, Jake Shields, GSP. I mean, the amount of people, Frankie Edgar, the amount of people that trained there was insane. So for me going in the blue basement, like, here I am, I'd feel like a fucking fraud.
Were you there when
you know what I mean? So it wasn't, I was mostly just humbled.
Were you part of the whole Dylan Dennis thing? Or like, did you see like when he was there and he was like a kind of a
was he?
I think he was Marcelo Garcia's student.
I don't really.
And then was like, I think Garcia kicked him out of the gym, and like there was a whole that dude's kind of like, I don't understand that. Like, I guess he's still now like today he posted that he's being like has to go through like a deposition or something where like all the trolling he did on Jake Paul is now suing him, and or no, Logan Paul. Well, remember when he boxed Logan Paul, and every day
that's right. He said the fights are fixed.
No, I don't know. No. He was fighting Logan Paul, and Logan's girlfriend or fiance or wife, whatever, had taken like a bunch of pictures with people, like all these like famous male actors and stars and whatever. She was a big like, person that just posts a lot of selfies. So he basically was just saying she was a whore like 97 different ways, like every single day, like to the point where like she had a picture of Pauly Shore, and he's like, damn, even the Biodome guy, like he was like, so, and I'm pretty sure and like Logan sued him, I think, and
that's crazy. On the internet, you can sue people from shit from the internet. I feel like it's like the Wild West. You can't sue people for shit.
It was, look, do I think they should be sued? No, but it was like she had nothing to do with this, and like he did take it, he took it to a whole different level.
We weren't even fucking starting.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sean, are you familiar with that whole Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul lawsuit?
Yeah, I wish I could say I didn't know you could get sued for saying mean things on the internet, but I caught felony charges for making fun of Jesse Parsley on felony intimidation and harassment via computer network. That was going to be pretty hard for me to beat, given my reputation. But
can you explain all that? Like, I mean, so we don't take up the whole podcast, but can we
just a third of it?
Yeah.
All right. So this dude, I met him one time at a paid appearance I was at. I don't remember what. He messaged me right after. He's like, we should hang out sometime. Like DMs me on Facebook. And I was like, are you asking me on a date? Like, like giving him a hard time. So he stalked me all the time trying to hang out with me. And then one day out of nowhere, I get some message threatening to kill me because supposedly I slept with his wife or girlfriend or something. And I don't even know what he's talking about. I've never met her or him. She just said it to be hurtful to him because he always told everybody we were best friends. And so he was threatening me. And so I messaged him back, said, where are you at right now? And he said, my house. I said, give me your address. I'll come there. You can shoot me, And he gave me his address. So I showed up out there. He hid behind his 2 little 5 and 3-year-old daughters and called the police and was like saying, he's threatening to kill and rape my children now. Now he's doing this. And so I'm like filming him the whole time. Don't go on his property, don't anything, just verified he wasn't going to shoot anybody. So I leave, and then 3 days later, I get a letter from a lawyer saying, hey, we'd like to help you. We saw you got felony charges filed against you. I was like, wait, what? So I looked up online, and sure enough, he had said that I came to his house, pointed a gun at him and his daughters, did all kind of stuff to him. Meanwhile, I had it all on video. So I harassed him for years, making fun of him about it, or whatever.
Yeah.
Just forever. And so then after a while, they filed, charges on me on harassment via a computer network and intimidation because he was afraid of me, which I didn't know was against the law. So.
Okay, but first of all, it's very different because you went to his house.
Yeah. Well, but I never got on his property. So legally speaking, I was at my house. It doesn't, it wasn't any closer to him than I was allowed to be. But
Don Frye, we can see you. Don, this is great.
Awesome. I got pulled over the other day, and they told me that I had a They told me I had a restraining order. I wasn't allowed to have my pistol in my car. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Yeah, we have a restraining order from a Jesse Parsley." And I started cracking up. I started laughing. Told the guy, I said, "That's really old." And he's like, no, he renewed it. And I was like, okay, well, I still can have a gun in my car. That doesn't have anything to do with it. But,
Jason, so we're talking about how Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul, remember when they had the boxing match and all Dylan did was troll Logan Paul and say his girlfriend was a whore and this and that, just kept going. So Logan sued him. And I guess now he's basically.
He sued him for his girlfriend being a whore?
Well, I don't think his girlfriend was a whore. She just took lots of pictures with celebrities.
Well, I have it on good authority.
Please do not say that.
Now you're getting sued.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Hey, add it on the fucking pile, bud. Add it on the pile. I'll burn all that paperwork. No, when I'm looking for a goddamn process server these days. I just hit him with the double leg and fucking blow the papers right out of his hand.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, wait. So how is it illegal to call a girl a whore? If that's the case, I'm getting a life sentence.
I don't even know, but
I don't know how he got in trouble for posting pictures other people had posted. Where did he get them from? You know what I mean? Other people had posted those online. He reposted them and he's in trouble. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well,
you're not explaining this right at all, Adam. Way to go. Top quality hosting, Bubba. 6 is daddy's number. Well, I don't know why the hell you're doing what you're doing without telling me the proper terms of etiquette. Dylan Dennis is getting sued.
We weren't even talking about
the name of a nobleman's wife.
The whole thing started with Bill Dawes getting a black belt, training 5 times every 10 years. And I was like, how did that happen? So then he said he traded. He was a part of the original Danaher squad, which is also a little suspect because I never saw him in one picture with John Danaher. But okay, fine.
No, my point is this: I trained at his class, but I wasn't. Not to name drop, but as Anthony Bourdain said, I wasn't one of the Heathers. There were the Heathers. There were the Gary Tonin, the Eddie Cummings, the Gordon Ryans, the Jake Shields.
You know what? All that time, the Anthony Bourdain trained John Danaher and couldn't get out of that one choke.
Wow. we are going. This is
oh my God.
This is mayhem.
Dark
ass
mayhem. Making fun of somebody hanging themselves with no defense.
Yeah, that would be a good. You want to get
your fingers inside the collar.
He was murdered.
Bourdain was murdered? Wait, Bourdain was murdered?
Obviously, bro. Look, he died right after me and him got back from Epstein's Island. You think that's a coincidence?
If he was murdered, that says even less about his black belt because at least before he was getting choked by a black belt when he was killing himself, but now he's probably getting choked by a guy that doesn't have any training, most likely.
Well, no, to be fair, they give you some Krav Maga training in the Mossad.
Okay, also, Anthony Bourdain still follows me on Instagram, so don't say anything bad.
First of all I know is that celebrities hang out with mayhem and then seem to find Jesus. Okay, because Kevin James, Mayhem doesn't even remember Kevin James traveling in a bus with him when he fought Bisping. It was a 5-hour bus from LA to Vegas, and his big reveal was Mayhem was going to walk out with Kevin James, right? Which he did. He had Kevin James, the King of Queens, was in Mayhem's corner. Why you'd have him in your corner? Fine, okay. It wasn't one of Mayhem's best performances. I think he gassed out.
It was the worst performance of my entire life, bro. It was the worst, bro. I shouldn't have went on the Kevin James diet before. I think I cut too much weight.
And then, yeah, when Kevin James is your cardio coach, you got problems. But not only that.
Well, we were doing, but to be fair, we were doing all our wind sprints on Segway.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was Mayhem, actually. Mayhem's now.
That's amazing.
Listen, my new thing is I stifle my laugh. Like, my laugh is so crazy and fucking, it takes up the whole internet that I have stopped doing that. I just completely will talk. I'll go, I will internally laugh. So it seems like the fucking phone's cut off.
That sounds like a really good thing to be into. So, but the thing is that Kevin James corners Mayhem and then finds Jesus afterwards. So I don't know what happened on that bus.
Kevin James, bro, on the way out to Vegas, all right, we stopped at his pastor's fucking burrito store. Bro, he had found Jesus well before me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? Really? Wait, so you were on the way to a fight, you stopped at a burrito store with Kevin James?
Yeah, this guy stopped at the burrito truck somewhere in fucking Victorville to have a pray with his Espanol fucking pastor. I don't know how that happens, dog. Listen,
I got a pastor named Jesus who sells burritos?
No, yeah. It's actually Jesus. But still, the point is taken. Look, I'm not going to take all the credit for Kevin James' entire career, but I had a big part in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Jesus came to him at that time because he really turned the corner and started looking into dramatic roles after that. So
he was just the Prince of Queens when Mayhem met him.
Exactly.
It's a good joke. It's a solid joke. Now, Don Frye. All week long, Don Frye, you've been talking about Conor McGregor's penis. You keep
No, time out. Just stop. We're gonna get into this segment. I would like to point out that I was at a family restaurant when Adam Hunter posted 2 pictures in the group chat of somebody's hog. I didn't even look who it was, but they tell me it was Conor McGregor. Yeah. And no, I had to scroll up, bro. I had to type stuff. There were children in the room.
Wow. Well, listen, if I had to see it, we all had to see it. Because what happened was Monday morning, I get on Twitter and McGregor's trending. I'm like, oh, what is that? All of a sudden, that was like, do you guys see Chael's video about it? Chael's video that he made?
Oh, no. So why do I want to hear a dick talking about a dick?
Well, there are a lot of things. First of all, I have a lot of questions about the whole thing. Like, why is he sending that girl, what's her name? The rapper?
Azalea Banks. I used to date her in 2008.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I smashed on her. No big deal.
What was that like?
Well, she had quite an attitude. You know what I'm saying? I had to file a restraining order on her, and she made criminal threats and stood outside my house with a gun. So,
wow. Well, Mayhem, that must be weird for you to be the one filing the restraining order for once, right?
Nah, actually, you'd be surprised.
See, Mayhem, with Sean's stories, which I love, by the way, I kind of want footnotes. Otherwise, we're there for 3 hours. But your stories, I kind of want a little details.
Yeah, give us some foreplay.
Like a little too many footnotes here. So, how long did you date Azalea Banks? What was she like?
Like a weekend, bro. She was doing the headbangers ball on my crotch area. And I was like, man, this lady's something else. But we fell out of contact over that weekend. So
she gave you a great blowjob.
That's how life goes.
She gave you a great blowjob. You were into that. You mean by
I didn't say all that. I said headbangers ball. I didn't say it was great. I said I was severely injured afterwards.
And then she kept showing up at your house?
Yeah. And and after that, the penis had a permanent left-handed curve on it. So what can I do? She damaged me for life.
So did you really call her? Did you have to call a restraining order against her?
No, that part I embellished.
But why
The
is
rest
McGregor?
is
But why is
100%
McGregor? McGregor, who's like married with kids, got all these things going. He could also, I don't know, maybe they're in an open relationship. Doesn't seem like he's very faithful. Why is he sending this girl that he's never met pictures of him naked? Like, how much? Like, what do you?
So have a better dick if you're going to do that. Sorry.
I was thinking if this is what we're doing, I gotta drop mine now. Jeez, you know what I'm saying? I can one up him on this department. Jesus Christ!
But Bill, why was there? What was wrong with his dick?
He should have used Sean's stick. First of all, he had the dog leg left going, right, and then he was uncircumcised, which is fucking gross. Imagine all the cheese in there. And number 3, just like, you know, if I'm going to send a dick pic, I'm going to have the perfect fluff. I'm going to use that body tune and just enhance a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hey, this guy photoshopping his dick pics, ladies.
This might be This might be an all-time gay.
No. What do you mean? You brought this upon yourself, bro.
Yeah, don't call me gay.
You're the one who opened the door to Irish penis. You know, like when you busted it out in a family restaurant, mind you. Do not. Oh, I thought you were gonna fucking put it on the screen right now. You
no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put Chael's reaction to the dick pic.
Who gives a shit?
Stop.
Everybody had the same reaction.
Yeah. See what he said, Jason.
I can't stop. I sent Connor's dick to my partner Ryan.
Listen, he's coming out
on his computer right as his wife was coming in the background, and then we have to explain what's happening here.
You're looking at dicks.
I've stared at this dick for the last 2 hours. He attached a weight to his mini-me. And you got a crooked penile function with a makeshift weight on it. It's a lot for me to accept.
You know, I appreciate his analytical mind. I really do. You know, he's really one of the voices of our generation here. And the meat gazing from Chael, it just is beautiful. He should work for USADA.
Wait, why do you hate Chael? I didn't know this. Why do you not like Chael?
All right, hold on. We have to have.
I love it. I hate everybody. You haven't noticed?
We have to have the manliest man of all times take on this. Don Frye, what did you think about Connor and his dick and posting it and Azalea Banks and everything?
I tell you what, I avoid situations like that. You know, I mean, what the hell was a strap around his little dick anyways? A Band-Aid there?
No! You got hypnotized by it too, Don? Please, God, no! You guys were all hypnotized by Connor's dick. That's why I didn't look it directly in the eye.
Will you please let the man finish? Don, go
Adam Hunter sends me a dick pic, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's got a Band-Aid on it or something like that, or extension reel. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but you know, how close? God dang it! That's the only part of his body that didn't have a tattoo.
I mean, Don, I know women must have been asking you for dick pics back in the day. You probably, had to do it like on hieroglyphics. But yeah, I mean, it was a
Polaroid
Polaroid.
It's Polaroid. Hey, there's some Polaroids out there in Japan. It's junk.
Like his first sex tape was one of those like pads that you how those scrolling pads that things move.
No, it's one of those things that you know what I mean. You
like
spin the little fucking disc.
But I mean,
Sean stopped taking dick pics when some flash powder got on his balls one time.
I like to hear you, but I only get to see the top part of your head.
now, I mean, Don, does this back in the day, men didn't do this, right? Like I was just like, if you're Conor McGregor, you can get any girl you want. Why are you sending this woman dick pics? And she's got a reputation of not being a very honest human being or being very like, I'm just gonna.
Nah, she's honest, bro. That lady is fucking wise.
All right, she's honest and wise.
She's fucking bananas.
Right.
I love her very much.
Let's say, okay, what do I say? Honest is not the word. Trustworthy. Like trust. She's gonna air your shit out.
Yeah, she did that. He did that on purpose.
He did it because he
generated cock. Like, come on, bro. I know AI cock when I see it.
I'm questioning somebody's sanity. Man, this girl's going to be out of the fucking planet, man. Jeez.
Ah, man. Sean, I know you. I mean, did you send dick pics back in your day?
No, my panoramic option never worked on my camera, so it really wasn't something I could do. So I'm not gonna try and touch the scale.
Arms aren't long enough, you know.
I always, dude, I live by the credo that I don't ever want like to send anyone to anybody that I wouldn't want read back to me or shown to me in court. So like if I was doing a drug deal, I never say, hey, do you want these OxyContin? Like, because I don't want that read back to me in court. So
Right.
like I would just say like, hey, I have some vitamins for you, you know, because that's really sneaky. So
Right,
Yeah.
right. By the way, I had a show in Phoenix last week. So this woman comes in, and I can tell she's, Mexican or some sort of like Latina. And I do a joke about my daughter, and all of a sudden I hear in a thick accent, "Your daughter is beautiful." And I was like, how do you know? She's like, "Oh, like I'm your biggest fan." And then that's all the English she spoke. She started heckling me in Spanish. My biggest fan speaks no English. So she started having
explains why she's a fan.
I started having full-on conversations with this girl. I mean, subtitles and everything. Yeah. So that was and then by the way, I don't know if you, Bill, if your daughter's up to this. So I'm giving my kid a bath the other day, and she's like, "Daddy, how come you use my wet wipes?" Because I use wet wipes to wipe my ass. Like I just feel better. I just feel clean. I'm like, well, sometimes my butt, needs to be fresh too, or whatever I said. And she goes, "Well, Daddy, your butt. We have different butts." I go, "Wait, what do you mean we have different butts?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, because your butt in the front has the thing sticking out, and my butt doesn't." So I'm like, "Oh fuck!" She thinks the front of you is part of the butt, and she goes, "My butt has a vagina," and I was like, "Oh well, no." And I said, "Well, no, Violet. Like, there's the girls have a vagina and boys have a penis," and she goes, "Peanuts. Yummy. I love peanuts. I want to eat all the peanuts." I'm like, no. You don't want to eat any of these peanut. Like this is. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was a cute story.
My butt has a vagina is the biggest turnoff Bruce Buffer's ever heard.
Thank you, Sean, for bailing me out of that story. I appreciate that. Did you guys watch the fights last week? The Black Beast fight. You guys watch this?
The beach fight with the blacks?
The Black Beast?
Oh,
The Black Beast.
I clearly thought you were watching. Never mind. I forgot he was the Black Beast.
The Black Beast. Did you guys watch the Black
You
Beast?
already know the Mayhem was there to watch the Black Beast because y'all told him it was his final fight, but I don't think it is.
No,
He
Jason.
came out like the number 5 guy, didn't he?
Jason, you were there. Right. I forgot you were there.
Dude,
And that was your first UFC fight since this whole
it's been a minute.
Jason 2.0 or 7.0?
Yeah, for sure. I think the last one I was slammed hammer and tried to fight everybody in the 18th row or 82nd row.
Yeah, what was
This
that
time
like?
I was in the 8th, bone sober, having a great time.
How was that for you? Like, how was people? Was it weird, different, unique?
Oh yeah, way different, bro. Because it was the hardcores sneaky coming up to me, dapping me up like we're in a secret society, bro. They're like handing me hard drives and shit. Fucking, you know what I mean? With Bitcoin on it. It was fucking creepy, dude. I loved it. I fucking loved it. I think an MMA Roasted fan came up, dapped me up, and then jerked Bruce Buffer off.
Did Dana say hi to you?
Yeah. Dana said hi to me. Yeah.
Really?
No, he fucking ran like the little girl he is. Got a restraining order on me, said I'm going to kill him. I never said that, sir.
Come on. I just figured you and Dana have history. I mean, you knew him before when he was a young.
Dana had a hysterectomy? That makes sense.
No, I mean, you knew Dana before he even bought the UFC, right?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I know him since, yeah.
Like,
Since,
you know when he was Tito's manager. I mean Chuck's manager when he was.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I knew everybody from the day, yeah, from early on. So Fertitta flew in on a plane early on, yeah, like to Big Bear. They flew in on a private jet, and I was like 18 or something. I didn't even know what that. I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean a private jet?
I I mean,
Like, I had no
it's weird
frame
though,
of
'cause, like for
reference.
me, like as a comic, like I remember doing shows with Theo when he was like 3 weeks into it, touring with Theo Vaughn, and
Yeah.
he had like 3 jokes or 4 jokes, and he's asking me, "Hey man, can you help me get spots?" Blah blah blah. And then I see him at Starbucks every day writing and like for like every day, but while I'm on the way to wrestling practice, blah blah blah. So now to see that he's like interviewing Trump or will
Buddy, that's the American dream, isn't it? For you to like pick a course in your life and like slowly pick your way up it, whatever it may be, comedy, fighting, whatever, fighting and comedy. So, and then get up there and fucking something comes down and the world shines on you. That's the American dream. I think
But you
we're
see
all
the other way too. You see
into
the other
that.
way too, though. I've also seen people who like they're having huge parties. They're on Saturday Night Live, and everyone's rubbing elbows with them. And all of a sudden, you see them
Evaporate? Yeah,
outside-
and that's
outside-
also part of the American dream.
And
And the whole thing
parking
is
lot.
for you to climb your way back up every time you fall back down. I hate to be a motivational speaker here, but that's the way it is, dude. Like, no matter what, even if
fall down until you get back up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I missed that whole joke.
and he was trying to be Rocky. Now, all right. So I was not surprised that the Black Beast won because everyone was picking the other guy, and he always wins the fights he's not supposed to win. I mean,
Yeah.
he beat Francis Ngannou. Like, if you think about it, he beat Francis Ngannou. And then he'll lose to guys who you're like, come on,
Yeah.
So
No, you know what it is? Bro, I see this in the room. I'm sure you've seen it in middle school freaking wrestling. Like, there's guys that if they're supposed to win, they kind of like coast. And if they're supposed to lose, they get fired up. Some kind of magical process happens with like adrenaline and I don't know. There's a lot of other blood chemicals involved in your brain where it makes you like lock in and you're fucking the best version of you that you can be. So
Don, did you ever lose?
Black Beast really showed up.
Don, did you ever lose a fight when you were the favorite?
Sure, I did. Yeah, fuck. Every fight I lost. Come on.
Did you ever? But did you ever win when you were the underdog?
I think I was the underdog with Shamrock.
Oh yeah,
I won that one. I think that's the only underdog. I don't know if I was the underdog against Tank or not. I don't know.
Everyone always talks about the Takayama fight. Everybody, but in a way, the Shamrock fight was just as good in its own way.
That was supposed to be fight of the year too until Takayama and I fought. When we pulled that rug out from underneath it,
Yeah. Which fight did you like better, Jason?
Nah, man, bro. You know what? I'm an exciting kind of fucking whack job where it's like it's perfect that they were smashing each other in the face so hard, him and Takayama. You know what I mean? But I am a martial artist. The buzz and the fucking magic around Shamrock Frye was like a weird, like, you know what I mean? Like, defined freak show fight because it's like two guys, of the opposite ends of the American beefcake spectrum, right? And it was like, motherfucker, what is gonna happen right now? And then fucking Don Frye just barely grimacing through his fucking leg getting ripped off, right? And then it was just, yeah, we gotta go back and investigate that one. Takayama gets all the fucking hype, Don, but I'm a big fan from the Shamrock day. I'll tell you, that was like a weird moment for me as a martial artist to watch that era. It was like a whole. It's indicative of the era where you had like backstory to that fight, and they built it up right and made you like care about that fight. I love that fight, actually.
Sean, is it weird knowing that you beat Mark Hunt in 1 minute, who beat the Black Beast?
Yeah, it's weird, man. And he went on a 6-fight winning streak after I beat him, and so I made sure everybody knew that he was beating everybody who was still good. But you're talking about Don Frye's favorite fight. Before I knew Don, it was the Takayama fight, and once I met him, and now the Gilbert Ivel fight is my favorite Don Frye fight.
Oh my god!
Because he gets poked in the eyes a lot.
I know, yeah.
Who?
You're a dick.
That was he did get poked. Yeah.
You're talking about when he raked him in the face, right? He raked him in the face
repeatedly. Yeah, And the
yeah. What a weird fight. Yeah.
Jabbing
What a
him.
piece of shit.
He's jabbing him down to the fucking second knuckle, man. Are you kidding?
God damn.
So, Bill, if you haven't seen this fight, this guy, Gilbert Ivel, who is like, I've never seen, like, it was like a villain in a WWE like match. It wasn't the guy.
He's like an autistic maniac, bro. He would like just break the rules blatantly and then be like, look at everyone like, what? I'm like, how the fuck is it? He's a perfect actor, or he's like bifurcated personality disorder, right?
So he kept putting his hand.
They would warn him. They would say, oh, stop it, poke, no, and he would do it again.
I mean, knuckles deep in Don's eyes, and Don never complained. Like you get these guys now who like they get kicked in the balls, but then you're like, well, did he even really or not really, or a guy gets nicked or whatever, and I'm sure they're hurt, right? But not like this. Like literally, guy put his fucking whole hand in Don's eyes, and Don was like sticking up for the guy. Oh, that's all right. Like, let him fight. Like.
Damn, it was like Deadpool and Wolverine. Just put his whole hand in the face. Oh God,
the fight. What do you know? Fuck. They're not there to negotiate with each other. You know?
Did you have money on Ivel, or do you have money on the fight going past 2 minutes or something? Like, because it seemed like you almost enjoyed it. Like, was your wife giving you a hard time? You didn't want to go back home?
Yeah, I was hoping he'd kill me. You know, that way I wouldn't have to do that.
That's dark.
The only thing he was missing was a foreign object, you know? Yeah.
It was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Game time. NFL playoffs. One of the greatest things you could do is go to an NFL playoff game. Okay. You get to go with other fans. You have fun. You take your family. Listen, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets for events even easier. Game Time filters out the fluff to show you only the incredible deals on great seats. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value, okay? Make it you could save time, and saving time is money. Time is valuable, all right? You pick an upcoming game, you browse through the ticket deals on Game Time Picks, and it's so easy. I do it all the time. I go to concerts on with Game Time. I go to NFL games. I go to WNBA games. Okay, you can go to MMA events. All right, they have curated deals that make it easier to find the best price to get great seats. They have the super deal, which is the best value for that event. You get the seat views, so you don't like stuck behind a goalpost, or you're sitting in the parking lot, whatever it is. They have the lowest price guarantee, and they have event cancellation protection, job loss protection, etc. All right, go to Game Time Picks. All right, they make it easier for sports, concerts, comedy, theater. They have all-in pricing. You get the seat views, you get ticket coverage, and you get the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. What are you waiting for, people? Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. That's right. Create an account, redeem your code CLNS for $20 off. All right. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's awesome. You're going to thank me later. Check it out right now. All right. Yeah. By the way, I'm fucking, you guys want to hear about my life or talk more about fighting?
I just want to point out the fact that Don had fingers in him and was missing a foreign object. I'm hoping one was there. So,
dude, so I flew, I was in Arizona last week, and then I flew to Gutfeld, to New York, to do Gutfeld Monday. So I'm like, I have to write all the jokes. Not all the jokes. There's 7 writers, and we all come up with jokes. But I write about 20, 25 a night. Sometimes I'll get in 7 out of 9. Sometimes I'll get in 1, but I have to keep writing them. And then so I'm doing it on the airplane from LA.
You're fucking funny. You do a great job.
Thank you, brother. So we're going from LA to New York. And then they're like, hey, just so you guys know, the runway is too full. We can't land. So we have to get diverted to Boston. So now we land in Boston, and I'm supposed to do, Gutfeld the next day. And they're like, oh, we don't know what we're going to do tonight. Maybe we'll get off, but you guys can get off the plane if you want, right? supposed to land at 8 o'clock at night. Now we're looking at 3 a.m, landing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Then people get off. Then they make an announcement. Someone left their diapers, changed their diaper, and left it in the bathroom. So they had to bring a mechanic on to fix the bathroom.
Oh, God.
Dude, so I get in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I have to like write or help Greg write the monologue jokes and do the show the next day. And I get the topics at like noon, so to go on air in a couple hours. And then people are like, you're using your notes. I'm like, yeah, I have 2 hours to fucking write these jokes, come up with these bits. Like, I'm not just like.
Hey, just so you know, at the Adam Carolla show, they hand me the fucking news on the walk-in.
Right? And people.
Buddy, so it's like, yeah, like, I feel your pain with a turnover.
They were like, don't read them. So I do my best to not read them because I don't want to look like I'm reading them. But I also have to figure out how to get, like, it's one thing if you're just like giving your opinion on something, which is hard to do. But when you got to make it funny, there's fucking timing involved. There's like setup, there's punchline.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, so then I end up doing 2 more shows that night in New York, fly out. I got a 4 o'clock, whatever. Oh, and then while I'm on the plane, the driver they have at Gutfeld is like this old Korean guy that's just, those motherfuckers, tell them to let you off the fucking plane. This is bullshit. Let me talk to pilot. Like fucking like I'm like, that's gonna work. Yeah, so that was
Wait, you have a rooftop Korean in fucking New York? Bro, I didn't know they emigrated.
Dude,
They give you a Korean driver. Yeah.
I think it's odd, that an Asian guy is telling someone else how to operate their heavy machinery. That's weird.
Dude, old Asian people are the best. They don't give a fuck. Like there's no PC, there's no filter. They'll tell you exactly what they think at all times. So, by the way, Bill Dawes is in San Diego. So he hits me up, and there's this girl that I've been working with. Her name is Kel Fire. She was like a college athlete, and she became a porn star after she did comedy. And she's funny. But she's pretty wild. Like she's a kind of a wild, like you go on her Instagram, it's pretty scandalous, but she's a fun girl. So Bill hits me up. Hey man, you think she could open for me in San Diego? I go, well, I think she's funny and she's cool to deal with. All right, cool. Next thing I know, I get a phone call going, I'm making a porno with her. This is amazing. So Bill, are you now doing porn? Like what's going on?
I was completely joking. No, I'm not making a porno with her. I was totally, yeah. But no, but the thing is, I didn't know when I hired her that she was a porn star.
Really?
Apparently, Bill drives a hard bargain if you're going to open for him.
Well, you know how many people hit me up like,
hey, Bill's asking me to open for her. Now I know why. Just trying to get his dick wet.
You got to sign the movie rights away to Bill.
Let me read this text. Hey, Adam, is that porn star funny? The one you booked, Kel Fire? The one who does porn? the adult film star. Bill.
Can I use your subscriptions to her OnlyFans?
That's not true.
Hey,
That's not true. That's not true. But you guys are making videos together. So is it tempting? I mean, she's a very attractive girl. Give us an update on this.
Yeah, she's very, you're right. She's very cool. And she did well last night for the first show. Mayhem never came, but she did well for the first show. And I'm not tempted remotely at all. I have like Big Brother vibe. I just don't like, I don't know.
Big Brother porno.
Big Brother.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things. Like I would never do it. I would never do it unless she wanted to and made me. Then I would have to. But unless she makes me have sex with her, I won't have sex with her. I'll put it.
Bill's got that stepbrother drive. Or
Y'all got a dryer at that hotel?
unless she makes me.
Yeah, she says you want to have sex, like something forceful like that. Then yes, what am I, a communist? Of course I will.
Yeah, right. But you're not going to make the first move, but
of course, never.
You're not going to kick her out of bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she knocks on my door like, I'm lonely. What am I going to do? Like, I'm an American citizen.
Yeah.
I got to let her in.
Of course.
USA.
Luckily, that won't happen.
USA. Sorry.
But luckily, I'm not hot enough for that to happen.
Of course.
Just be careful, Bill. Some of those girls don't always have a butt vagina in the front.
So now I'm looking at this thing. Somebody, I don't know if this is a troll or what, but somebody said that Jake Paul has agreed to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, I think he probably thinks it's Anthony Johnson, who's passed away like 5 years ago. Rest in peace.
I think that's what the contract says, actually. Gonna
Rest in
exhume the
peace.
poor guy.
I love Anthony Johnson. But so do you think he's not gonna last one round? All right. I mean, Anthony Joshua, he wouldn't last one round with Anthony Johnson either, even in his
maybe they know something we don't. Like this guy is just like crippling heroin addiction, or you know what I'm saying? Like Anthony, because he got knocked, they got flatlined that last fight, didn't he?
He did, but he's still.
Yes.
But he's
so
still.
they, you know what I'm saying? They know something we don't. Like now, this guy is like, you know, he got knocked out in sparring a bunch too. So maybe they know something. Because if that's legitimate, you're right. You're right. That's a physical specimen of a man. That dude. Joshua can throw a damn punch, so he's got to be wary. But maybe this guy is like decrepit suddenly. Oh, who knows?
Sean,
you think so? Is that just gossip rumor?
Let me see it. Let me see. I mean, it said Jake Paul. Let me see. There's Jake Paul. So, let's see, Jake Paul. Whether you like it or not. Okay, so he did that thing with Ben Askren, which I guess he helped pay for Ben Askren.
That's pretty dope, but that's like the shittiest American headline I've ever heard. That some fucking douchebag has to pay guys $500,000 so this guy gets to live.
Dude, I tell you, Matt, obviously,
that's cool.
Like, I'm obviously against what Luigi did, killing the healthcare guy. That was like not the way to handle something. But after the Ben Askren thing, it's making him look a little better.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Luigi guy, and I wish that he would break out and get some more work done after dealing with insurance companies for the past 20 years.
God. We're on a fucking FBI watch list. I thought you said you don't leave any email fucking trail. What are you talking about, bro?
If the FBI's watching this, they're the only ones. So
you're taking pictures of the Oxycontin right now.
So Saudi boxing power broker, who is this guy? This guy's name is Turkey Al-Sheikh. Who
I'm feeling his name's not Turkey, but
his name is fucking Turkey, bro. Are you kidding me or trolling or what?
Turki. I mean, is there a better way to say that?
No, you nailed it.
But he's like the man over there. Like he's the guy over there. Like he's the Saudi Arabian, like he's the guy. And it says, according to Fight Sports, I don't know how your home for combat sports, which I don't even know. It's telling me that Jake Paul has accepted a fight against Anthony Johnson.
So when Turkey told you this, is that what you're saying?
Turkey's he's the big money guy. The guy's worth like $1 billion, like more than $1 billion. He's the guy that says it's going to happen.
There's a dude that owns Saudi Arabia named Turkey. I never heard of him. All right. You know what I mean? Like that seems like that would have fucking smacked me in the eardrum at some point. I'm into geopolitics a bit, but I don't know. Maybe this guy runs a chain of Hiltons out there.
Okay, so Jake Paul has agreed to a 99-1 purse split. That can't be true. Against Anthony Johnson, Anthony Joshua.
You just got boomered right now, bro. You got bedazzled by a fancy website that's for clicks, bro.
No, I know. I saw him say it though.
Right now, it's on MMAfighting.com.
No, well, it says Turkey.
It's on bodybuilding.com forums. Is that what it is?
I don't know. You're right. What are we talking about? All right, let's talk about
It's right under the article. It talks about Elvis getting abducted by aliens on that Star magazine.
That boy is back again.
Oh shit! Okay, so we got a bunch of stories we got to talk about here. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here.
Man, I didn't have no coffee.
UFC legend arrested after getting firing gun. Diego Sanchez was arrested for firing.
Hey, wait, is that a picture of Oxycontin right there?
Let me see. So let's see what we got here.
It's fucking Dana looking plump as. Oh my goodness, what is he doing?
I don't know what.
Hey, I like this guy. Why are you watching this video now?
Police say Diego Sanchez fired a gun out the window of a Jeep Gladiator as it passed the scene of a crash on a highway. So,
oh my God.
So he.
He's doing better than expected.
I mean, so there was a crash and then he fired a gun. Police pursued and pulled it over. Sanchez was a passenger of the vehicle. The driver was unarrested. He denied shooting a gun, acknowledged there was a handgun in the car. They say they found 3 rounds. An empty Glock 42 was also found in the vehicle. The driver admitted Sanchez fired the gun. Sanchez was charged with shooting a motor vehicle, negligent of a firearm, remains in custody. Jason, what kind of
I mean, that's just some good, clean fun, isn't it? I mean, hanging out the window of a Jeep Gladiator, firing a Glock 45 up in the air, probably fucking singing some rap music. I would guess that's a great afternoon.
Yeah. Sean, you think he's going to do time for this or what?
God, I don't know, man. I mean, eventually he's going to do time for something, I would guess. I just don't know if this will be the one. But I'm trying to see, do they shoot at the car or just in the air?
Yeah, I think it's the air because they would have said
Yosemite Sam style.
Exactly, bro. He was going full Yosemite Sam. I figured in Albuquerque that shit is legal. And on top of that, what about the driver dry snitching me out? Fuck, what the fuck?
Fuck that.
You admitted it? At least say I have no idea.
But why would you do? I mean, first of all, why would you shoot a gun after you see there's a car crash, there's police on the scene or something, and then you?
I'm having a bunch of fun with this, but yeah, this is some bullshit that old Mayhem would have done. But like that's some irresponsible actions right there, bro. He's gonna have to pay a lawyer to make that one go away. Like, did he hurt anybody? No, but that shit is illegal.
So PFL tomorrow, Johnny Eblin, who's 16-0. Is fighting Costello Van Stentis. It says it's for the middleweight title. Does that mean it's for the $1 million, or the $500,000? Does anyone even know what's going on?
I don't even think they know.
Listen, look, I live in that world on that Apple show Severance, where you talk about the PFL, right? Or during this show, I remember there's a thing called the PFL. The minute I leave this fucking studio, what is that?
But your buddy, though, okay. So
I know. My friend's fighting this shit. I know.
Right, so here's a guy. Okay, so just this is the old Mayhem, but the ridiculous Mayhem. So this guy wins $1 million, right? He wins 5 fights and wins the PFL championship. Mayhem used to train him, knows his father, Antonio McGee, family friend. Mayhem was like his role model. He goes in the back to congratulate him. He's got a big check. Mayhem steals the check. So not only does he steal, it's not even like a little check. He walks out with a fucking giant check that everyone.
$1 million, bro. $1 million, it said. The best part is the behind the scenes, they're filming him and he's all celebrating. And you just see me like a fucking cartoon tiptoeing with the $1 million out the back door. Bro, he didn't get that check back for 6 months.
Did you go to the bank and try to cash it?
Obviously. And you told me, don't do it. Don't do it.
I thought you were going to get arrested. First of all, you're walking with a giant check. Your name is not Antonio McGee. You didn't win the PFL championship.
As you can see, officer, he endorsed it on the back with a giant Sharpie. Sign it over to me.
So he's fighting Ahmed Magomedov tomorrow. Also,
they couldn't even do it.
That's a good fight.
They couldn't even put a picture of Magomed up there. The guy is a fucking beast. He's a legitimate fighter.
And then tomorrow in the UFC, that's the big one. But you know what? I hate to say it, but I feel like there's not a lot of buzz for this. It's a UFC.
Yeah, why? There's not. Look at the rest of the card. Look at the rest of the card. Because, all right, we all want to see this, but that's not a get up. I don't know, man.
Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier, this is supposedly Dustin's last fight.
I know.
Call me, I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's hard for me to get up for someone's last fight because I feel like they've already sort of, it's it. And also, if they win, you want to see them fight again. If they lose, it's like, well, they knew it was their last fight. Max Holloway, also an amazing fighter, but I mean, I can't believe he's 33 years old. I feel like he's, 90.
Yeah, good Lord.
30.
Sorry, he was really young.
There are people entering the UFC at 33. I mean, a lot of people, 34,
Right.
35. This guy's 33. Talk about the wear and tear on his body. I mean, Don, when was
Right. I remember that kid on the mat with his big old ears in like 2008. I swear to God.
I mean, Sean, your first UFC fight was what? 32, right?
34.
I mean,
Yeah, I was a late bloomer though. And I didn't even start jiu-jitsu until I was 29, but nevertheless.
so he's fighting Dustin Poirier. Don, who do we like in this fight?
Poirier, toughest guy in the trailer park, you know?
Bill?
I love that nickname.
Bill?
I mean, I like Poirier if he can stop pulling up his shorts between every punch.
He does have a nervous habit, doesn't he?
Yeah. Mayhem?
I like Poirier.
Mayhem? All right, Sean?
I'd say Poirier, man. I don't know. It's
Well, everybody wants Poirier to win, and that's one of them Derek Lewis things where Max Holloway going to show up extra hard, dude. So you know what I mean? I think it might come down to that. And then the conditioning, you know, I think Holloway got maybe an edge later than that. But if Poirier can touch him early on, it's going to be over with, you know?
Sean?
It's going to be over with. And hopefully it's Poirier by guillotine.
Sean?
He's got a good guillotine.
I'd say it'd be Poirier, man. But they're both. It's weird that they're both as young as they are, but look as old as they are too, man. They have been in there a long time, both of them. Like it's yeah. I hate to see either of them lose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at they. Why do I feel like they've never fought before? Why do I feel like they fought before?
It's their third fight.
That's right. That'd be the third fight. Who won the first two? Poirier did, right?
I think it was 1-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be a rubber match, right? They wouldn't give him a third fight if he won both of them, would they?
He beat Max Holloway in 2019. And then I guess this is this. Oh, then he beat him again in 2012. So
Oh, shit. That's weird.
So does he have his number? I'm going with Max Holloway for some reason. I don't know why. Paulo Costa always lets me down. He's fighting Roman Kobalov.
Hey, man, I know you saw it. What about Paulo Costa, like, cutting weight and dying?
Yeah.
Like, answering a question, like, he's like, yeah, I think I will do good. I was like, wow, bro, what is, it's making me nervous, dude. Like, I'm like, this guy already punch drunken or had some shakes? Come on, bro, that shit was nerve-wracking. You didn't see it?
I honestly did not see it, but other people say he was on cocaine during.
Yeah, I'm saying, you know what I mean? Cocaine shakes are a thing, but I don't know, man. I think that maybe is cutting weight. I think he cut too much fucking weight, or you know what I'm saying? He dropped 30 pounds.
I mean, he's lost 4 out of 5. He lost to Strickland, Whitaker, Vittori, and Israel. Those guys.
Look, he's a beautiful can, sort of, in a way, but you know, it's like he has a limited scope of martial arts, and it's like a beefcake looking motherfucker, you know. I don't know about this guy. I'm having an idea that this guy, just from you know his country, this probably has some pretty hardcore training.
Well, this guy won 5 out of 6.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
this guy looks like one of those guys who's ugly, but a very beast fighter. You know, like not the most beautiful man, but like can get down. Probably wrestles pretty good.
Yeah. And then D-Rod, who was 500-0 in street fights and jail fights, according to him. He's fighting.
Oh my God, bro. This is going to be fucking exciting. Never mind. I'm excited for this.
He's fighting.
I seen this guy D-Rod train, bro. Seen him train, bro. Like, you know, he is a very impressive athlete, dude. He's a very, and big for 170. Like, he is an interesting character. Holland, the kickboxing style, and then jiu-jitsu on the ground. I don't know how that's going to fare for him. I know Holland is kind of on a streak himself, isn't
he? Well, he's one of those guys. He wins, loses. D-Rod beat Alex Morano, but Morano looked like he was like a sitting duck there. But he lost to Kelvin. He lost 3 in a row. He was on the verge of getting cut. Lost to Neil Magny.
That's right. I remember. Yeah.
Whereas Kevin Holland also like he beat Vicente Luque, beat Gunnar Nelson, but before that he lost to Renner de Ritter, who was looking a lot better now after his last win against Bo Nickel and Roman Deletes. Yeah, this might be it should be interesting. That's interesting. Pitbull is also fighting. He's got to be 97 years old. He had a terrible first UFC fight. He's fighting Dan Ige. Also Michael Johnson. I hope Michael Johnson wins.
Michael Johnson's still fighting?
Yeah.
Shit.
No, he did great his last fight. Michael Johnson's coming off a big win. He knocked out Atman Azatar, like knocked him out fucking clean. He beat Darius Flowers. He's on the 3 out of 4 he won. He's actually on a little bit of streak.
He's actually won 24 of his last 44.
Kyler Phillips. Again, that should be a good fight. This guy Kyler, the Matrix, are good. This fight should be good because these guys fought in a PFL casino. Remember Marvin Vittori and Brandon Allen? Yeah. They had a fucking brawl. I don't even know what it was even over, but this is the rematch of their brawl.
A rematch for the street fight? All right, I'm into that.
Yeah.
It was a PFL casino. Do they have a casino that even no one knows where that's at either?
Thank you, Sean. Yes, that's hilarious, by the way. And then Ryan Spann, who basically this guy is an anomaly. He went to with his brother's boxing. His brother was a boxer. He started going at like 18, 19, 20. Would just get in there, and then like 6 years later is in the UFC with like no formal training and winning a lot. Like, well, he lost his last fight, but he won a lot of fights. He beat OSP. Well, he lost 3 out of 4, but before that he beat Dominic Reyes a couple fights before that. So yeah, that's and then there's a good boxing matches this week. Are you guys following the boxing matches?
Nah, not really, but yeah, who is it again?
So fight news, I gotta verify that I'm human. I think it's Usyk is fighting. I think Usyk. I'm pretty sure Usyk.
That's right. Yeah, this will be a really good fight, bro. It's a high level boxing match. Yeah, I want to see it for sure.
Daniel DeBose versus Usyk, and I think the first fight was controversially stopped, or it was like a body shot that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be good. And then
we see you're shopping for shoes, Adam. That's nice.
Of course. And then Costa Tszyu is fighting Costa Tszyu's kid, Tim Tszyu, who lost to this guy who's like 7'9" or something, the first fight. So
I don't know. What about his daughter, City Zoo?
So dumb.
I like it. And then Mayhem. By the way, I saw a clip of the tire fighting, and it was pretty violent.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, do you see the guy slam dunk the guy? Hey, there's one dude on the tire fights. Man, he gave him the business with like a suplex sort of right into the tire, and the guy was like holding it like Tom and Jerry on the side of the frying pan. You know, he was like like that. I mean, it was a fun time. It was such a blast. I hope they do that thing again. Because
no, Don Mayhem recently. So Mayhem was on our show, obviously, or it's Mayhem show too. And we had this guy that wanted to come on that promotes all these crazy fights. Like literally, it was one after another. It was car jiu-jitsu. It was tire fights. It was like, and then he hires Mayhem to commentate. It's always.
Bro, I've been trying to call that guy over and over. I just, you know what I mean? I've been so busy. I want to hit that guy up, man.
It's always in Missouri. See how he's doing. It's always in Missouri. He flies him out to
Missouri. Branson, Missouri, okay, is an interesting town, bro. I don't know if you've ever been there. Have you? No. Nobody has, right? I didn't even know it existed until like a couple weeks before I got that job. And anyway,
Yakov Smirnoff lived there for like 10 years.
Yes. He's left his mark on that town, bro. He's up there, bro. It's bizarre. But apparently, that was like a truck stop or gas station, right? And a family back in the 20s or whatever started playing their banjos, or I don't know what they got out there. And they just made like a tourist trap. And now it's like a wholesome ass Vegas, bro. Like,
all right. So Don, so they hired Mayhem to do these fights where he comments on car jiu-jitsu and tire fighting. But last week he did coffin fighting, where people fought in a coffin. So I don't even know. But when do we see the coffin fighting?
I think I don't know, bro. You got to find that one on your own. It's called Coffin Wars, right? I'll promote it for you guys. Like, there were fantastic moments of comedic genius because I realized how the Coffin Wars episode, if you watch it, is like autobiographical by me a little bit because it like starts off with like a monologue about I can't believe I'm doing this. This is where MMA legend's career goes to die, and like I made jokes like that. And then at the last thing on the way out was he said something. And I was like, well, I've done worse things for money.
Now is this now is this for now car jiu-jitsu? People like this is good for Uber drivers to learn in case someone attacks them, right?
That's how it kind of was invented. Was some training camp guy. There is a movie. There is a scene in the Steven Seagal movie where Steven Seagal chokes the dude. I think that was the genesis for the sport. And yeah. But I think it's more about doing experiments over there.
But like the tire one. Let's say you're at a tire yard and someone attacks you. But how would you be stuck in a coffin with somebody else? Like what would be the situation?
That one was not my idea, okay? And I'll tell you when they're my idea, all right? Hopefully we'll get to that.
Don, how do you think you would have done in a coffin?
Mark Coleman called me and wants to fight me in a wheelchair boxing match in Las Vegas.
I love that.
September 4th or 5th.
Are you really? Are you going to do it?
I don't know. I'm considering it. I mean, shit.
I heard about that, Don.
The loser gets an automatic spot in coffin fighting.
Now, what was the last time that you threw a punch, though, Don?
It's been years.
Coleman's been training though. I've seen Coleman on like the bag. I mean, he's been training. I see him with Matt Brown.
Don says it's been years, but there was a UFC event that has some footage of it that would beg the differ.
Beg the difference.
Megan got that one.
Don, do you have a heavy bag at your house? Or are you gonna?
Out in the barn. It's out in the barn with the horse.
Yeah.
My big heavy bag divorced me years ago.
Nice.
I had to get a new one.
Don's heavy bag's right next to the trough he drinks from while trashing Mark.
And now, Bill, so I guess the UFC now, they're going to start having celebrity jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Crazy.
They said that like, what's his name? Mario Lopez trains. And then the other guy, the actor that's Tom.
Ashton Kutcher, no.
Tom
Hardy. Tom
Hardy trains. Are you going to join this?
No fucking way. I'll fight Ashton Kutcher. He just got his black belt. But he wears it like too high up on his waist, so I'm like, he's not good.
Well,
he's terrible.
Is it really a fight, or like you'll grapple? You'll grapple these guys.
Oh yeah, I don't want to hurt my pretty face. But Tom Hardy though is a beast though, for real. I've watched him train. He's a little bit of a spaz, but I think he's going to be really fucking good. I think he just got his purple belt.
Yeah. Now, Mayhem, do you think this will like go be popular? You think celebrities will do this or no?
Wait, are you saying there's like a club or something?
I think they want to at the UFC have like a celebrity jiu-jitsu tournament.
Why?
I mean, I don't see. I don't know. I don't see a couple. I don't see another leading man going up against Tom Hardy. Maybe Bill can fucking give him the what for when he gets up that level. I want to see that.
I would grapple Tom Hardy because he's like 5'4". At the end of the day, he's like Hollywood actors are fucking teeny. You can't tell until you're next to him. No, he looks like a monster on screen. In person, he's a midget.
Bro, whatever, bro. He's trying to act like he's not one of the Hollywood elite. I know you drink adrenochrome. This guy.
That's not true. I inject it like a man.
Yeah, I'm saying, dog. Yeah, this guy. I want to see a celebrity grappling match for sure. Ashton Kutcher, I like that call out, but what? All right, I want to see the brackets on the other side is Vin Diesel and fucking The Rock.
Well, I think
Tom Hardy on the other side.
I think Vince Vaughn trains. And I know.
Listen, bro, I once choked Vince Vaughn unconscious in fucking Germany.
But that was at a bar. That's different.
Once again.
No. He wanted to know what a triangle choke was. And I was like,
triangle choke? Holy shit.
Bro. And I was like, just tap out, bro. And then, like, I was like squeezing him to his fucking. I thought that his eyeballs, when you can black somebody's eyes, if they're
buddy, you're going too hard, buddy. Come on, daddy can't.
I just held him. And then he used that in a movie. He used that same scene later on with Jon Favreau in some movie, bro.
You're right.
I was like, I inspired that. Fuck.
Wait, so he had his head between your legs. You were squeezing in a hotel room.
I just put him in a triangle. I said, all right, like, okay. You know what I mean? We may have had a couple of pops, you know what I'm saying? So we were like a little bit loose, and one thing led to another, and I grappled his ass and choked him. And
it was just you two. It was only you two in the room?
Bruce my coach there. There was like, I think Kevin James left. Like, it was on a press junket for the movies. I guess we shouldn't tell all this.
Did you have to wake him up?
Nah. It was like one of those where he's like, and he like woke up. It's jiu-jitsu. You can bring the person right to the moment of sleeping and let him go. And they're like, it's like shocking to them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that.
I feel like I'm listening to Bill Cosby.
About that story. Sorry, I didn't tell you. I just
remember. It was great. No,
I
forgot what I was going to say. It was, now what do you guys think?
I forgot that it happened until I was watching a Christmas movie and Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau chokes him, and I was like, had a flashback. I was like, oh wait, I did this before.
Well, didn't they also steal the whole mayhem thing from you? Like the whole mayhem.
Listen, that's
right.
Conspiracy brain, right? The week after Nashville, I was in New York, and I heard some dudes on literally Madison Avenue Starbucks, okay, where they make all the advertisements, them chatting about the riot that happened in Nashville that I was involved. And get this, the guy's name is Mayhem. And I was like, yo, they're fucking talking about me right now. But then I extrapolated that. Later on, the fucking Mayhem character came out on the damn Allstate commercials. Right. What the fuck, bro?
Oh, that's right.
But that's kind of a leap. You don't know that was the guy. They worked at Allstate.
Maybe, but I was on Madison Avenue that week, and guys were chatting about it.
Now, got it. Don, are you going to be at the White House UFC fight? Because I feel like you did.
Obviously, bro. Obviously, I already have my pass printed, okay? I'm not saying it's official, but it'll definitely work.
Now, Don, I feel like you should be there and announce the whole thing and everything.
Fighting John Jones. He said he wanted to fight a legend, so here's his opportunity, to fight a legend. Me versus John Jones on the White House lawn. That's if he gets a pardon.
Will John be in a wheelchair?
That's if he gets a pardon and he's allowed on press.
No. Hey, you know what? John Jones should fight for a pardon.
That's a great idea.
Now, Dana says it's happening, and I believe it is happening. How many fights do you think they'll have? You think they'll have like a whole 8 fight, or it's going to be like 1 fight on the White House lawn, or 2 or 3?
It's Trump. It's going to be like 15, 20. It's going to be a lot. It's not going to be 1, I promise.
I think he's going to forget about it. I think you're like, oh, you know what I mean? It's going to be too busy. You're not going to call Dana back. Watch.
No, because next year is the 250th anniversary of America.
You're right.
So he's going to do everything fucking big.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm into it, bro. I'll be waving my American flag, wearing my American flag Speedos. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good time. God bless America.
This was yesterday. Hold on.
Jones wants to fight legend, man. He wants to fight legend. Here's his opportunity.
I would love that. So here's Dana White talking about it.
And then Speaking of Trump, the White House card that he came out and said, we're going to look to do this big White House card. We've been talking about it. It almost feels like it could be the next sphere card in terms of nobody knows what to anticipate. Nobody knows what to visualize. Is this something that you talked about and kind of hammered out the details of, and then it was announced? Or was it announced and it's let's figure out the details now?
Well said and great question. So I'm up at my house like every year in Maine at 4th of July. And I had texted with him 3 or 4 times that day, and he never told me he was announcing it. And then all of a sudden my phone just starts blowing up. And then I start blowing Lene up, and we're all going. But we had already done, all the logistics. My team went out there and walked it. We're putting together the renderings. They should be done in the next 10 days. And then we're going to fly out to the White House and present it to him, see what he likes and what he doesn't like, and start working on it. And Ivanka is in the middle of this too. So we will, this is a sphere, one of one unique event that will never happen again. And I will blow the doors off this thing. I'm going to make this one of the greatest events of all time.
And are you thinking a full card, full prelims, full main card, or just a couple fights?
Nope. It'll be a full card, and it will be the best card we've ever done to date.
Wow. And we're talking on the lawn of the White House?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as of right now, it's set to be on the South Lawn. He said it over somewhere else for more people. I don't care if 5 people show up to this thing. I want to be on the lawn at the White House.
Right.
Yeah.
You care more about that than the attendance. If it's a one-off. Yeah.
Thoughts, guys?
Yeah. How come this fucking dweeb gets interviews with Dana White and you don't, Adam? What the fuck?
I've interviewed Dana, but also the guy's at Barstool Sports. He's a nice guy, that guy, Robbie. He's actually a really good kid. But I mean, that's what that was it. Really? That was your thought on the whole thing? He talked about the White House, all this thing. And your first question is, why does this dweeb get? All right, fucking Mayhem. Your thoughts on this?
Why my damn audio is falling out, guys?
All right, thank you, Sean. Your thoughts?
I'm just glad that Mayhem was talking about John Jones fighting for a pardon, because he just basically created the PMF belt. I don't know. All right.
Pardon, motherfucker.
But no, I think it almost reminds me of the movie Gladiator. It's a little odd, I think, to have on the White House lawn gladiator style fights. It seems I don't know. It's weird to me.
Don.
I think it'll be a great fight because John Jones is the only heavyweight who has a better record than me. I don't know. The UFC, my record is 9-1 or 10-1, something like that. I don't know. In the UFC, and Jones is undefeated, so it'll be the best fight that they can bring up, and it'll be there on the White House lawn for best president.
All right, so we got great reaction so far. So Bill says, why does this dweeb get it? Sean said it's the Gladiator, and Mayhem sound out, and Don wants to fight. What are your thoughts about this? Are you allowed near the White House?
No. I have to stay 500 yards away, I believe. From Ivanka, because I sent her dick pics, but she'll never betray me like Azalea Banks did.
Plus, Mayhem choked out Abraham Lincoln's ghost one Halloween. And,
I honestly think the best event ever will be Don opening the thing wearing red, white, and blue with 30 guns.
Hell yeah.
In the middle of the fight, Mayhem just fucking shows up with a stolen tank and just runs the whole fucking thing over.
Yeah.
I think
I'm into it, Killdozer style.
And then Bill.
I don't know how they're gonna make that thing. What are they gonna do? Build the fucking bleachers? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What is this setup? Like Dana White, you know what I mean? Bless his heart. I hope he does good.
Okay, by the way, it is not going to happen.
It is.
I know. I feel like this is like a publicity stunt for some reason. You know.
It's going to
happen.
To get John Jones back.
Too much security concerns. No way.
All right, Bill, you banging the porn star this weekend or this happening?
Okay, it's probably more likely the White House fight will happen. Also,
I may have.
You have a chance of being Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. So what do you got? So Jason, what do you have coming up?
I don't know. I don't know how far San Diego is, Bill Dawes, but I might.
Hour and a half from LA.
No, somebody told me it was 3 fucking hours. All right. I don't know.
You used to live there, Jason.
I know. I feel like it's longer than an hour and a half. This guy's going in the middle
2 hours. 2 hours.
You fucking live in San Diego. All right, Sean, what do you have coming up?
I'm going to go, I guess, to Washington, D.C. near the White House and scout rooftops to watch the fights from because I know Secret Service
Don't say that.
On those.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Bill, what do you?
He dry stitching himself. If I was leaning out of his truck, busting my gun off at a fucking a crash site, he would totally tell the cops, well, yeah, of course Mayhem was shooting out the window.
All right, so Sean, you're saying that as a joke, so I don't have to edit this?
No, did you get it? Like I said, you can watch the fights from the rooftops because Secret Service doesn't stop anybody from climbing on top of those.
That's a good point.
Oh, I missed the punchline. My bad, bro.
Yeah, no, all you heard was the beginning, and I'm like, great. Now they're going to be like, John McCorkle is going to that's going to be the headline. Don, what do you have coming up?
You skipped me. Can I push my dates? I'm dating a porn star. And no, I'm going to be in San Diego tonight, tomorrow, and I'm teaching my first jiu-jitsu classes at 10th Planet West on La Cienega and Whitworth, Monday and Wednesday, 11:30. If you want to come train jiu-jitsu, Black Belt Bill is teaching his first classes. And I'm in San Diego tonight, tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Are they clothing optional, these classes, or no?
Hopefully.
This will be one of only 5 times Bill is at the school this year, so make sure you guys come out there and meet him.
Don, what do you have?
Well, I'm feeding my